Two guys who almost never agree just said the same thing this week. One's a billionaire who sold his company to Yahoo and now owns a piece of the Mavericks. The other is the guy who bet against the entire housing market in 2008 and was right. Mark Cuban and Michael Burry don't run in the same circles, don't invest the same way, and don't usually sound the alarm at the same time. This week they did. And the thing they're both pointing at isn't some obscure stock. It's the exact trade that's been quietly reshaping SCHD, the fund a lot of you hold for what you thought was safe, boring dividend income. Stick with me because by the end of this, you'll know exactly what they're worried about and how much of it actually touches your portfolio. Here's where we're headed. First, what Cuban and Burry actually said. In their own words, not the headline version. Second, why this is bigger than just one stock. Third, exactly how this connects to SCHD's own holdings in ways I've already been tracking on this channel. And last, what to actually do with this information instead of just reacting to it. Quick disclaimer before we dive in. This is educational analysis using published reporting, not financial advice. I'm not a licensed advisor. Markets and reporting shift fast. Verify current numbers yourself and talk to a professional before making moves. So here's what actually happened. Cuban posted this week that the way this AI boom is being financed reminds him of the dot-com era. Back then, IPO money flooded into anything with a website. This time, in his view, it's largely one company doing the financing, and he means NVIDIA. His point is that one shift, a competitor breakthrough, a misstep, anything that knocks NVIDIA off its perch, and a lot of what's built on top of it could wobble fast. He called it truly scary. That's not a random finance account. That's Mark Cuban. Burry's warning is quieter but just as pointed. He's flagging the rising cost of insuring NVIDIA's debt against default in the credit default swap market. When that cost climbs, it usually means somewhere out there, serious money is quietly paying up to protect against a worst-case outcome. That's not a stock chart signal. That's a smart money is nervous signal. Now, if this were just about one stock, you could shrug it off if you don't own NVIDIA directly. But that's not actually where this ends. Tech now makes up somewhere around 38% of the S&P 500. NVIDIA alone represents roughly 7% of that index. And sitting right alongside it are Amazon, Alphabet, and Meta, three of the biggest spenders fueling this same AI build-out. Add that up, and you've got trillions of dollars sitting in ordinary 401ks and IRAs, money people assume is diversified, quietly riding on this one trade continuing to work. This is the part that gets missed in the panic headline version of this story. Nobody had to buy NVIDIA on purpose to be exposed to it. If you own an S&P 500 fund, a target date fund, or almost any broad index fund, you already are. Which brings us to SCHD specifically. Because SCHD isn't supposed to be one of these tech-heavy funds. Except if you've been watching this channel, you already know that's changed. I've mentioned this twice on the channel because it's an important change many investors still haven't noticed. SCHD's largest sector is now technology, and Qualcomm has become its biggest holding. That's a significant shift from what many people associate with the fund. SCHD wasn't created to chase the hottest sector in the market. Its strategy has always been to screen for profitable, financially strong companies with healthy cash flow and a consistent history of paying dividends. As the index rebalances each year, however, companies that meet those quality standards earn their way into the portfolio, even if they happen to be technology companies. That creates an interesting contrast. On one side, investors like Mark Cuban and Michael Burry have warned about risks building in parts of the technology market, especially as valuations continue to climb. On the other side, SCHD, The dividend ETF many investors buy for stability and quality now has meaningful exposure to that same sector because several tech companies have developed strong balance sheets and reliable dividend records. This isn't a reason to panic or abandon SCHD. Technology exposure alone doesn't automatically make the fund risky, but it is a reminder that portfolios evolve over time. The biggest mistake investors can make is assuming a fund never changes simply because its name stays the same. Always understand what you own today, not what you think you bought years ago. That's how you make informed decisions instead of investing on outdated assumptions. But here's the distinction almost nobody making the scary headline is bothering to make. It's important to understand the difference between owning a stock because it's popular and owning it because it meets strict quality standards. Buying NVIDIA simply because AI is booming is a very different investment thesis than owning technology companies like Qualcomm through SCHD. Those companies aren't included because they're trendy. They earned their place by passing SCHD's screening process for strong free cash flow, healthy balance sheets, profitability, and a consistent history of paying dividends. In other words, SCHD's technology exposure comes through the quality filter, not through chasing market hype. That distinction matters. If enthusiasm around AI cools or technology stocks experience a correction, speculative companies with weak earnings or high valuations often suffer the biggest declines. By contrast, established, cash-generating businesses are generally better positioned to weather market downturns because their underlying fundamentals remain strong. However, better positioned doesn't mean immune. If the technology sector experiences a broad sell-off, SCHD will likely feel some of that pressure as well, simply because technology has become a larger part of the portfolio. While the fund's dividend income may remain relatively stable thanks to the financial strength of its holdings, the share price can still fluctuate. Investors should expect some volatility, even in a quality-focused dividend ETF. And remember that quality reduces risk. It doesn't eliminate it. So what should you do? First, don't make investment decisions based on a billionaire's opinion alone. Even experienced investors can be early or wrong. Second, check SCHD's current holdings and sector allocation instead of assuming it's unchanged from a few years ago. Portfolios evolve over time. Finally, consider your own goals. If you're relying on SCHD for retirement income, understanding its growing technology exposure is important. This isn't a reason to panic or sell. It's simply a reminder that successful investing starts with knowing what you own and making decisions based on facts, not assumptions. So here's the whole thing in one breath. Cuban and Burry, two people who rarely agree, are both warning about cracks under the trade financing this entire market. That trade touches far more of the S&P 500 and far more of SCHD than most people realize. SCHD's exposure came through a quality filter, not speculation, which matters, but it doesn't make it bulletproof. If this made a scary headline actually make sense instead of just scaring you, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel. And drop a comment. Are you holding steady through this, or are you rethinking your tech exposure? I read every single one.